Hello and welcome to Micah Makes. I'm Chris Micah. If you're new here, welcome. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. If you're a frequent viewer, welcome back. You may notice a little bit of difference behind me, and that is going to be the subject of today's video. Created a Carbonite sign logo instead of just having the old military pictures of myself behind me. Figured I'd do a little something different, so it's just not pictures of me and a video of me. And also, on side note, I'm now on Instagram. Check me out there, Micah Makes 718, and we're going to get into how I made this sign. Here, just cutting out the vinyl lettering on the Cricut, and then place it on a piece of XPS foam. Taped around the edges. And here started carving with a small bit with the Dremel, and then went back around all the lettering with a bigger bit, and then after that I go back with an even bigger bit to get all the middle out. Get it all carved out and then start laying out the pieces to see where I want them to go, and then start placing them on the sign, cutting out holes for some of them to recess into the sign. And then just hot gluing them down. So last night, after I glued down all the toys, I went ahead and got started with filling around them using drywall compound, spackling. I know I've seen a lot of people use glue and drizzle glue on there, and then when it starts to dry, spread it out and get those ripples and everything. But I didn't have enough glue, so in this tub, usually supposed to start out pink to let you know it's wet. But this one I had, it was starting to lose that color a little bit. As you can see, it's not quite pink, bright pink anymore. So I figured I'd use it, go ahead and before it starts drying out all the way. And I think it's doing a nice job. I went ahead and started in this section here, just laying it down and using a flat edge to spread it out to get those ripples and everything. Make it look like the liquid carbonite before it froze. And I might do a little bit of sanding after I get it all spread down. But yeah, I went ahead and got that started. And once I'm done with that, I might use some of the glue that I do have to drizzle on some of these parts, just to give the effect that it's going up around them a little bit. But yeah, I'll get started and finishing doing all the spackling on here. I don't want to do it on top of the letters. I want to keep those nice and flat, make them stand out a little bit more, but I am going to do around them. And we'll see. Definitely going to paint this a metallic. I don't have any spray paint. Don't want to use spray paint because some spots it's not covering the foam all the way. And don't want the spray paint to eat through the foam. So I'm definitely going to have to airbrush, but I do have a silver kind of gray metallic paint for that. As far as the lettering, not quite sure yet. Might do the mica powder coating. I do have some silver gray, but I don't want it to look too much the same. I'll try it out and see what it looks like. We'll see. I'll get to that. If not, I do have like a very dark green that I might try on there. But yeah, let's get started and finish this up. lower half done. Finish off the top half. So let it set overnight. Let the spackling dry. Then I went over it with 400 grit sandpaper just to knock down some of the rough edges, make it look a little more smooth. It's not quite as fluid as using like the glue technique, but I think it came out pretty well. And then went ahead and started airbrushing it, metallic nickel color. I painted going down this way, had it standing up, so I've got to do a few touch-ups up on the other sides of it. Hit some spots that I couldn't get underneath. There. And then this side of the lettering down there. As you can see, I got all that going down. But didn't want to bore you with a whole airbrushing montage, so I'll just do a little one of me doing all the touch-ups here. We will get to it. So finished the Carbonite and then added a white primer onto the letters so that the green mica powder would stand out better. Here's some detailed shots of the finished sign. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please go check out any of my other videos. Like and subscribe. Leave some comments below. And again, check me out also on Instagram, MicahMakes718. Well, I'm not sure what next video I'm going to be making. Do plan on going to Dragon Con in a couple of weeks. Showcase my Mandalorian cosplay. If you haven't watched that video, check that out. And I'll see you next time on the next video.